What if animals had jobs? Like, real jobs? Imagine waking up, grabbing your coffee, and your Uber driver is a confused pigeon with some serious attitude issues. Today, we're diving into the absolute chaos that would happen if animals worked 9 to 5 just like us. Buckle up, because this is going to get weird. Let's start with the unsung heroes we all take for granted: customer service representatives. Now picture this job, but handled by a sloth. You call because your Wi-Fi is down. The sloth on the other end slowly says, "Thank you for calling tech support. How can I ruin your patience today?" By the time the sloth finally gets to the classic, "Have you tried turning it off and on again? You've already moved houses twice, started a new family, and your kids are graduating from college. The Wi-Fi issue is now a family heirloom, a story you tell your grandchildren." And what about when you get an angry customer? Imagine a flamingo, full-on Karen mode, standing on one leg and slamming its other foot on the counter. "I want to speak to your manager. This is unacceptable." And who's the manager? It's a raccoon, of course, wearing a tiny, slightly crooked tie and holding a trash can like it's a fancy briefcase. The raccoon manager waddles over, looks the flamingo dead in the eye and says, "Ma'am, calm down, or I will put your complaint in the trash where it belongs." Problem solved, or, more accurately, problem discarded. Now, let's talk about public transportation. This vital service is now run entirely by pigeons. Because let's be honest, they already think they own the city streets. Your bus driver is a pigeon in a tiny high-vis vest. You ask where the bus is going. It just coos. "Next stop, I don't know. I go where the crumbs are." The bus route is determined by whichever tourist drops the most French fries. And every time the bus stops, it's not to pick up passengers. It is for 5 more pigeons to jump on the roof like it's a very important business meeting about a discarded piece of bread. Forget your schedule. You're on pigeon time now. And who's checking your tickets? A hyperactive squirrel, darting up and down the aisle, twitching its nose. "Tickets, please. Tickets. Got your tickets?" If you don't have one, the squirrel inspector is surprisingly flexible. "No ticket? No problem. You may pay in acorns or emotional support. I'm feeling a little anxious today, so start talking." You'd probably just give it a handful of nuts to avoid a therapy session in the middle of a crowded bus. Okay, let's move on to something more serious: healthcare. Imagine going to the hospital for a checkup, and your doctor is a giraffe. It's wearing a lab coat that's more like a scarf, and its glasses are perched precariously on its nose. The giraffe leans down and says, "All right, let me just check your temperature. Hold on, I'm still bending." The journey from its head to your forehead takes about 3 business days. By the time its face finally reaches you, your fever has healed itself out of pure embarrassment. And the nurses, they're monkeys. Your monkey nurse swings into the room holding 20 different items at once with its hands, feet, and tail. Scalpel, snack, banana, stethoscope, a tiny hat, emotional support. "I got everything you need right here." The problem is, you ask for painkillers for your splitting headache, and it enthusiastically hands you a banana. "Here, peel this. It'll make you feel better." You're not sure if it's a medical suggestion or just a personal preference. What about security and law enforcement? This is where things get really interesting. Dogs would be perfect for airport security. Their sense of smell is legendary. A German Shepherd in a TSA uniform stands by the scanner. "Sir, please remove your shoes, belt, dignity, and any delicious treats you might be hiding in your carry-on." They'd be incredible at finding prohibited items. The only problem is, they get a little distracted. One sniff of something tasty and all protocol goes out the window. "Wait, is that a sandwich? Who has the sandwich?" Security alert. "We have a code ham on rye." And then there are the police officers. Imagine a cat police officer, You're pulled over for a minor traffic violation. The cat just yawns, stretches, and then stares at you with complete indifference. You're under arrest for whatever. I don't really care. Honestly, this is cutting into my nap time. I'm going home. Crime reports would be non-existent. The police station would just be a collection of cats sleeping in sunbeams and occasionally pushing important files off the desk just to watch them fall. Crime would probably go down because criminals would be too confused to do anything. Let's head over to the retail sector. Imagine your local grocery store checkout. The cashier is a raccoon, its little hands scanning items at lightning speed. Beep, beep, beep. It's incredibly efficient, but also beep. Oops, I accidentally scanned your wallet. No refunds. Raccoons would be elite cashiers. They have fast hands and absolutely zero shame. The only downside is that by the end of your transaction, half of your groceries, and maybe your car keys, would somehow end up in the raccoon's pockets. Was that yours? Oh well. And who's collecting the shopping carts in the parking lot? A kangaroo. You finish your shopping and the kangaroo hops over. You want a bag for that? No problem, mate. Before you can answer, it starts stuffing your milk and eggs directly into its pouch. Don't worry, I cleaned it. Recently, you're not quite sure what recently means in kangaroo terms, but you're too afraid to ask. You just hope your eggs make it home in one piece. Now, let's talk about the tech industry. It's a world of code, innovation, and owls. Imagine your software engineering team is made up entirely of owls. They're nocturnal, so they're great at pulling all-nighters to fix bugs. But every meeting would be the same. An owl engineer swivels its head 180 degrees and asks, "Who broke the code?" Another one chimes in, "Who pushed to production without testing?" A third one stares into the distance. Who is ultimately responsible for this mess? After a while, the rest of the team just yells, "Bro, we get IT." It was Dave. Then you have the construction workers, the beavers. They are master builders, true artisans of their craft. They don't just build houses. They build masterpieces of engineering. Dams, lodges, complex waterways. The only catch, they only work near water. You want to build a new office building downtown? The beaver contractor folds its arms. If it ain't near a lake, a river, or at least a decently sized puddle, I'm not touching it. My vision requires aquatic ambience. Finally, we reach the top of the corporate ladder, the CEOs. And who better to lead a multinational corporation than a lion? Picture a majestic lion sitting behind a huge mahogany desk. It clears its throat for the quarterly address. In this company, we roar in the face of failure. We are predators in the market. Then it points a claw at one of the employees. Except for Bob the goat from accounting. He just kind of screams. From the back of the room, you just hear a faint, terrified ah. Board meetings would be 50% business strategy and 50% chasing gazelles around the conference room. Productivity would be interesting. So yeah, if animals had jobs, the world would be a beautiful, chaotic, furry disaster. Let me know in the comments which animal job combo was your favorite, or what's another one you'd love to see. If you want a part 2, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell like a hyperactive llama. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay weird, stay wild, and maybe don't hire a pigeon for anything important.